Today I'm going to be going to Grand Rapids Comic-Con for the first time. I just woke up about 20 minutes ago, so I'm pretty tired. I'm going to hopefully find some Funko Pops, maybe some mystery boxes at some of the vendors, so we'll see what's there. I'm not sure what to expect since it's my first time there, so let's go check it out. What's going on, everybody? This is Joe with Don't Pop Believe, and welcome to the channel. I just had to get some breakfast. I did get a Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich, which they're delicious. And then in front of me is a Krispy Kreme. So I had to get some Krispy Kreme donuts as well. So I got that, get that food in my stomach, maybe have a water or a Red Bull or something to chase it down. I got like 2 hours of sleep last night. I was hoping to get a little bit more. Unfortunately I didn't, but I stayed in a hotel near Grand Rapids. That way I didn't have to drive like an hour in the morning and deal with the traffic. So I'm gonna head on over to the DeVos place, which is where the Grand Rapids Comic-Con is. There's a lot of different signers there, like a few different actors. Infinity War, Marquand is gonna be there, and a couple other people as well. Nothing that I wanted for my personal collection, but if I find some Funko Pops that are of theirs, I might buy one of them and get it signed, and then maybe do a giveaway or put them in my mystery boxes. Just got into Grand Rapids, parked. It was like 17 bucks for parking, so not too bad for parking. Heading over to DeVos Hall right now. I think tickets in advance were like 35, so at the door maybe like 40. Not sure what to expect, so hopefully it's not too expensive. I'd imagine maybe like 40, maybe 45 or something like that for the day pass. So also guys, if I somehow like bump the camera or the wind hits the noise like really bad, sorry about that. I know sometimes if I just touch my phone, makes a loud noise, so I'm try to make sure it doesn't do that throughout the whole day. Because I know that'd be kind of annoying, so I'll do my best to try to make it where it doesn't do that. So here's a small selection from one of the vendors. That Cisco Pop is priced for $30, which is $18 over Pop price guide. Alright, so this booth had some prices on there. I'm not sure how they compared on Pop price guide. They did have a Gorilla Garage, which is pretty cool. I've actually never seen one in person. And they did have the Boba Fett, which is sweet. And here's another booth that was actually pretty interesting. It has a bunch of old vintage trading cards, sealed and packed, which is really kind of rare to find. This booth over here had a bunch of different swords. They had like a Legend of Zelda. They had an Overwatch one. Some really cool stuff in this booth. They didn't have, I wanted to get like a paper, like a box opener, and I didn't find one. I kind of want like a Jon Snow or like a Game of Thrones style box cutter. That'd be kind of cool to get. And here's one of the awesome costumes that were there. This one probably took a long time to complete. And here is Tobin Bell signing autographs. He is from the Saw movies, if anyone's watched those before. And this booth had a bunch of funny t-shirts. They were $25 each, otherwise I would have gotten that incognito one. Alright guys, so far I've had no luck. A lot of the pops are like priced like $10 or $15 higher than probably they should be. I'm going over some other booths. Hopefully I can find something, maybe some mystery boxes. So far I haven't found anything good though. And I stopped over by the Artist Alley, and they had this one of Iron Man. That looks so sweet looking. I almost got it. They have Black Panther, they have Carnage, they got Venom. Some really cool looking stuff in this area. And here's an awesome print of the Flash, Zoom, and Reverse Flash. I wanted to get one of these. They were $20. Unfortunately, they were sold out. The artist that did that, though, he has Instagram, and he's going to be having them available in a couple weeks. So I'm definitely going to be ordering one, so if you guys want to check them out. And I stopped at this booth and talked to the artist, Matt. He did this amazing job on this Stephen Amell Arrow sketch. It's $100, though. And for all these Star Wars fans out there, these are insane looking. These are just so highly detailed, it's amazing. They had a few people dressed up in like full outfits. It was pretty sick to see. They had a whole section for like Star Wars stuff. And this booth had a bunch of stuff that you can't just get anywhere. A bunch of the Pocky Sticks, if you guys have ever had those. There's like chocolate, a bunch of different ones. I have a sweet tooth, a massive sweet tooth, so I did get the cheesecake. This cheesecake was so soft, it was really good. This booth probably had the biggest selection out of any of them there. Had a lot of common pops, had some Star Wars Funko Pops, things from like Hot Topic, Target exclusives, the Dunder Mifflin pack there. So yeah, they had some cool stuff, and this one actually had something that were more valuable than most of the other places. They also had a Walter Payton Funko Pop. I didn't even know that they had a couple of these out, so it's kind of cool to see. It did have some damage on it, so I didn't end up getting it. If it was in better condition, I would have. So that was unfortunate. It wasn't in better condition. And then they also had a Will the Wise, Annie Bernard, a bunch of different ones.
This Boba Fett is always really cool looking. That was from the GameStop exclusive. Another Boba Fett right there. And then they also had the shared sticker of the Avengers Iron Man one, which is really cool.
Alright guys, so no luck so far. Like I said, I think the most expensive pop I saw was like $50. It was like an Iron Man one.
I got some cars over here. Dressed hard. Deep. And this was actually really cool to see. This is Jim Henson taking a photo with a bunch of people dressed up as the Muppets, but they're also dressed up in Star Wars uniforms, which is actually really funny. And here is a line for Patrick Warburton's autograph. I think they were like $50 for his autograph, and it's a pretty decent sized line. You probably know him from Family Guy and a few other TV shows and movies. And here's Ross Marquand from Infinity War. Super nice guy to meet. I met him in Chicago earlier this year. Alright, and then this section ended up being probably the biggest one. I had a couple of high-end pops as well. Let's see here. We had a bunch of different ones. We had some Funko Shop ones. We've had some New York Comic Con ones from 2018, 2019. A lot of different things. Avengers. Some really cool pops here. Nothing I was looking for my personal collection. A few of the pops I have pulled mystery boxes like that Eeyore, the Slimer one, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. There's a few of them that I've pulled before. These ones are pretty cool looking here. The one that was like crazy expensive here is this Elvira. I think that's how you pronounce it. It is a $300 pop. At least that's what they have it priced for. I'm not sure what the actual price goes for, since it's usually like a 10, 20, 30% increase pretty much across the board, which is kind of crazy for prices. So I just checked out the value on Pop Price Guide, and this thing is coming in at $185. That is $115 more than what they're trying to sell it for. I understand you want to raise your prices a little bit to cover the fees for the booth and stuff, but $115 increase is pretty crazy. It's like they're trying not to even sell these Funko Pops. It's crazy.
So I just got done with the Comic-Con. It wasn't that good of a selection for me for Funko Pops. I think like 3 or 4 vendors had like more than 15 Funko Pops. The ones that did, I had a lot of base pops as well, so nothing like too crazy. No mystery boxes. I think next year I might try to be a vendor here, just to get some Funko Pops out there. Maybe do some autographed Funko Pops, some mystery boxes at the show as well. There was definitely a lack of that at this this Comic-Con, so yeah, it wasn't the best Comic-Con. Didn't get anything. I did actually purchase a $30 sketch card. It's like an artist sketch card. I'm gonna have it ready by like mid-January or so. Had to make it of CW Arrow, so of Stephen Amell. Since the show is ending, I might get the autograph. I thought about getting the actual sketch of the Arrow from the other vendor, and it was like $100, but it looks so sweet, and I would love to get that one signed by Stephen Amell. So not the ideal Comic-Con for me, but it was still cool seeing all the costumes, the different vendors, the food. It's a really cool experience. If you guys haven't gone, I would recommend going. The Chicago ones that are coming up, I think the Heroes and Villains Fan Fest is in April, and I'm not sure about the C2E2. I think that one is before. I think maybe in December, maybe January. I'm not sure exactly. I haven't checked the dates in a little while. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, guys, and have a good week.